Welcome back. This is the MJ Show. I'm Mihir. We've got Siddharth here. We've been talking about his move into professional music and into Bollywood. So let's begin. And how did it happen? From singing for yourself to Bollywood.
Well, it was a very gradual process and a very sudden one.
Okay.
As a small boy, I used to sing and I used to compose, with my cousin Somil. And we used to fiddle around, we used to jam. I love playing rhythm. I love playing the drums or percussion. So my parents gifted me congas as one of my birthday gifts.
Okay.
So I'd trip on them. I'd enjoy playing them. And I'd keep singing and on and off. And I think one very important thing that happened was there was a Greenpeace organization song that I sang, which was, the video was directed by Rakesh Mehra.
Oh, wow.
And that song, as a kid, it was some little bit, one line we had, and it was more of a chorusy song.
Correct.
Me and Alisa, which is Loy's daughter, we both sang it.
Okay.
And that's when Rakesh sir heard my voice.
Okay.
And this Bhaag Milka Bhaag, the song, which Zinda. When it was made, I had heard it in the studio, but I didn't know who's going to be singing it. It was in Dad's voice. It had dummy lyrics. It didn't even have the word Zinda in it.
Right.
It had the word Jeena hai to or some crap dummy lyrics like that. So it was in Dad's voice, rough guitars, rough drums, and I heard it. And obviously, as a young boy going to college, I heard it and I was
like, oh man, what a song, yeah.
I love rock music.
Correct.
So been hearing, and finally there's some nice powerful song coming out after a long time.
Right.
So I connected with it instantly and I loved it, and I knew it was going to be a hit, whoever sings it.
Right.
So I never knew I was going to eventually come to the studio and I was going to be the one who's going to be singing it.
Right.
So yeah, I just heard the song, and then once I just gone to the studio, because I did my college from National College in Bandra.
Right.
So Dad used to work at Purple Haze. So
which is like hospital in Japan.
Yeah, so I used to drop by sometimes for lunch just to meet him so I can spend some time with him.
Yeah.
Or just go and hang around in the studio because it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I used to go there, and then Rakesh sir, he just came and he's like, Sidhu, tera gana, you have to sing. I'm like, what song, man? My dad hasn't told me anything. So he's just showing me lyrics on his phone, and every time I'd meet him, he'd show me lyrics, and I would be like, okay, what? I don't know if I'm actually going to sing this, if I can actually do justice to it.
Right.
I thought, yeah, maybe some big shot singer will come, sing it, it'll become a super hit, whatever.
Yeah.
I never thought that, oh, this is the film I'm going to debut in or whatever. So he was the one who actually
spotted and knew that you
pushed.
could do this.
No, he actually was the one who insisted that I at least try my voice for this song.
Nice.
And I give complete credit to him and for pushing me to do this and getting SEL to get me to try it out.
Very good.
And then I'd heard the song, obviously, so I knew the song.
Yeah.
And the day I was going for the recording, I was like, I just needed to have a blast behind the mic.
Fantastic.
And I went and I enjoyed myself, and I never redubbed the song or redubbed anything.
Oh wow.
That day I just went, I tried it out, and in an hour or 1.5 hours I finished the song entirely, and we were just having fun. Dad was there, he was conducting.
Yeah.
Farhan wasn't there, but he heard it later. Ehsan and Loy, I think, were also there.
Okay.
So we were doing different things, doing layers.
Very cool.
Experimenting behind the mic with the rhythm, with the groove. So it was awesome, and then it happened, and then I was like, ठीक है, मैंने try किया, अभी पता नहीं. Because see, the thing is, in Bollywood, it's a completely different ball game how a voice is chosen.
Correct.
Today you hear of stories of 20 singers trying one song,
and you still don't know
so
who the final singer is until the song comes out.
And it's not up to the composer totally.
Correct.
There is a director who's involved. There is the producer who's involved. There is the lead actor who also has a say nowadays. There is the lyricist who has a say. Then there are 3 composers in this case.
Yeah.
And there's so many different aspects that, so many different brains that will go behind thinking if this is the right voice. एक और चीज़ क्या होता है, कंफर्म करने के बाद दे प्ले इट ऑन सेट वाइल शूट, देन सेट वालों का रिएक्शन कैसे है, अच्छा है, आवाज़ जम रहा है, नहीं जम रहा है. So it's a very different thing, but
it worked out.
It worked out very well,
and it did really well for you. I mean, you got I think your first nomination for best male playback for this, and you won the R.D. Burman.
I won the Filmfare
Award for this as well.
I won the Big Star Entertainment Award also.
Awesome.
So it was
It's a great song to start your career.
Definitely.
So let's do one thing before we talk about what happened after Zinda.
But I'd like to mention one thing that not a lot of people know. Was Zinda was not my first solo song.
Okay.
And my first solo song that commercially released was for a devotional album,
Okay.
which was called Ganaraj Adhiraj, composed by Gulraj Singh.
Wow.
And that was a song called Tu Hi Hai. And that
Okay.
was the first song that came out before Zinda.
Oh,
and
okay.
then Zinda happened. So
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get him to sing Zinda right now, but I'd love it if you all went online on YouTube and checked out his first song, which was called Tu Hi Hai from Ganaraj Adhiraj, and tell him what you think about that. Make sure you write to him on Twitter. He's on Twitter, I am on Twitter. I am Mihir Joshi Music and he is Sid_Mahadevan. So you got to tell him what you think about his first song ever, but let's listen to his first Bollywood song. So let's hear Zinda.
जिंदा है तो प्याला पूरा भर ले कंचा फूटे चूरा कांच कर ले जिंदगी का ये घड़ा ले एक सांस में चढ़ा ले हिचकियों में क्या है मरना पूरा मर ले कोयला काला है चट्टानों ने पाला है अंदर काला बाहर काला पर सच्चा है साला कोयला काला है चट्टानों ने पाला है अंदर काला बाहर काला पर सच्चा है साला जिंदा.
All right. So I kind of took a little bit of help, मुझको lyrics याद नहीं रहते हैं, but full fun, man, full fun. So that was Zinda, the first song that Siddharth sang for Bollywood. After this, the moment the song came out.
Actually, the first song that I sang were two songs. In this
So
film,
we are finding out new things the moment I say he's done something. Okay, what is the other?
Which is also the title song of this film, Bhaag Milka Bhaag, which is
Bhaag.
actually my personal favorite song.
Alright.
And that song was a surprise because that was never meant to happen on the album. I recorded Zinda obviously, and then the album happened. And before the launch a couple of weeks back, they'd done the title song that Arif Lohar has sung.
Right.
They felt they should do a more commercially appealing, more youthful, more energetic version of the title song.
Correct.
So if you've seen the film, there are both versions that play back to back, which works really well. So it's when he's training and is skipping, that's my version. And when he's really in Ladakh, where he's running on the fields, it's Arif Lohar's version.
Fabulous.
So that is...
A line of that before we move on.
दांत से काट ले बिजली तार चबा ले तांबे की झनकार फूंक दे खुद को ज्वाला ज्वाला बिन खुद जले ना होए उजाला लपट है आग मिल्खा ओ बस तू भाग मिल्खा भाग मिल्खा भाग 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 मिल्खा.
Lovely, lovely. So, okay, so these two songs came out, and obviously both, the movie was fabulous, commercially successful. The song became a huge hit, Zinda especially. So, did you immediately start getting offers to do more music, more songs for other people as well?
Yeah, so a lot of composers did slowly start calling me. It was never
not instant,
it was never a overnight transition. Zinda aa gaya, chalo abhi Siddharth ko bulate hain. Never. But yeah, I did slowly start getting calls from composers wanting me to sing serial titles, wanting me to sing some commercial jingles. I got a lot of calls from the South industry. I've now sung in all South Indian languages. I think Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada and Tulu also.
Oh wow, okay.
So it slowly happened, and I think the biggest thing that happened because of Zinda is I got a break to sing for Pritam Da, which was Malang. Yeah, I think that was one of the biggest film of the year and the most anticipated film. Amir Khan was in it, Katrina Kaif was in it, and the song Malang itself was a song that was one of the most integral parts of the film, and it was supposed to be the most expensive song ever shot on screen.
Wow.
So I was aware that a lot of singers had tried this song out, and it nowadays happens so that a lot of singers go and try out their voices.
Right.
So I was like one of them. Pritam sir called me, he was like, so do you mind coming and trying out a song? So I was like, of course, I've never sung for him, so it was a great thing for me to go and try it out. So I went, and basically it was just me dubbing the song. Yeah. And Pritam Dad got stuck somewhere, so he was going to come and hear it. Okay. So I finished dubbing it the way I would have sung it. Right. And I sang the whole song, and he came and he heard it and he really liked it.
Nice.
And I went back home and I was waiting for like a response. He said now he has to play it for all the people and
Correct.
get an approval.
Correct.
Because such a big song, you know.
Right.
And there's a really interesting story about the song which I'll tell you. So that happened, and yeah, eventually what happened was I was going with my younger brother Shivam,
Okay.
because even he's sung in the film Dhoom 3.
Okay.
The song Bande Hai Hum.
Right.
Yeah, so the kid's voice is my brother's voice.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I was taking him for a recording to Yash Raj for this film,
right.
for him to record Bande Hai Hum.
Huh.
And that's when I get a call from Shantanu, who's the engineer there, that Sid, where are you? Can you come to Yash Raj? I'm like, I'm coming to Yash Raj only. He's like, these guys want you to re-sing the whole song because they like your voice and they want to keep it. Then I went. So my brother, poor thing, he had to record alone. So I went up, I redubbed the whole song, and everyone was there. Pritam sir was there, everyone.
Wow.
And I re-sang it. But still it wasn't confirmed. And
so itna hone ke baad bhi it's not like it's 100%
So
yours.
they had shortlisted 2 voices. That's what I got to know later. That is through my dad. Because Amir Khan called my dad. Out of the blue. And what happened was they had shortlisted 2 voices and they weren't sure which one to keep. So Adi sir and Amir sir had gone to the Yash Raj screening theatre and they were seeing the song, and it was like a blind test without knowing whose voice is
right.
So he didn't even know it was me who was singing it. And it was Amir Khan who actually chose my voice.
Oh wow.
So it's a very even I didn't know that till a really long time. This was almost after 2 months of the movie releasing that I got to know that it was Amir Khan who selected. So Adi sir told him that, you know, this is Shankar's son. He's like, oh my god, wow. I picked his voice, and he called my dad immediately and he said that, oh, your son sang for my film and this and that. So it was a great thing. And this was after I got to know, and I saw the teaser of the 30-second Malang that was out, and it was just chorus. I'm like, get to the solo line, I want to see if it's my voice. Then I realized there was nice credits below, and I saw my name with Shilpa Rao, and it was a great feeling.
Fabulous. What a brilliant story, right? I mean, even if you are Siddharth Mahadevan, you still have uncertainty if a song is going to be in your voice or not. I'll tell you what, I know you want me to get him to sing Malang, but that's going to happen after a short break. So do not go anywhere. Also, when he sings Malang, we are going to bring in another guest on the show, and I'm going to get Siddharth to tell you who this man is in just a little while. Do not go anywhere.